Starts, has blistered it to left center field, and it ain't coming back. And he's still got real estate. He makes it all the way.
And was here starting one first for the Building Bears. Number 1, Caden Bradley. Number 2 is Science Jones. Number 10, Isaiah Kirkland. Number 11, Luke Gibson. And number 25, Aiden Burton. And now, your Hawkins.
Switch up! All right, fans, 6:58 to go here in the first quarter. We welcome all of you to the first round of the state playoffs here on the Gramstar Sports Network. It just seems like no matter how early we get here, how much we prep ahead of time, we just don't seem to have all of our ducks in a row when tip-off arrives. Hope all of you are with us here on the Gramstar Sports Network and enjoying our first round playoff broadcast. Albinsville meeting Bradford Prep here in the first round. 3-0 score. Dane Knott hit a three-pointer to begin the game, and that's all we've had so far. Whether you are a Bear or a Black Knight, you're very much welcome here tonight for our exclusive live stream of first round playoff action. And a foul on the other end will give Bradford Prep a chance, to shoot. That's going to be Asias Caves, a senior, for the Bears going to the line. Second foul of the ball game on Robbinsville will be Bryce Adams going to the charity stripe. Sparse crowd here tonight for the first round, but a lot of them are probably out east at the moment cheering on our Lady Knights as they are duking it out with Union Academy in the first round of the state playoffs. Bradford Prep on the board, 1-for-2 series. And 2 for Bryce Adams. 5-3 now. Knights are 19-6. Got the 6th seed here in the playoffs. It looks like an offensive foul has been called against Aiden Burton. Other action going on here tonight in the Smoky Mountain Conference. Andrews is taking on Winston-Salem Prep at home. That's the 14 seed against the 19. Andrews upended Robbinsville in the Smoky Mountain Conference Tournament Finals on Saturday. It's the only team this year that has successfully upended Robbinsville in the division. They have now defeated them twice. And if the brackets shake out, Robbinsville could end up seeing Andrews in the 3rd round of the playoffs next Tuesday. Be a huge rematch for sure. It would be here at Robbinsville. Adams for 2 off the assist from Kenyon Swimmer. Nice lead at 7-3 with 2:33 to go. Still trying to get our scoreboard to cooperate. We're not quite sure why it's not displaying correctly. We can troubleshoot that here as quick as we can. And a shot by the Bears will make it 7-5, so they're keeping pace. Luke Lovin will run up the floor, junior for Knights. Ball stolen away, and a travel called as Caden Bradley slipped and fell. Here's Quinn Jumper to the interior. Pump shot, put up, and dropped. Good work by Jumper. Way to battle his way in there on the paint. Or in the paint, for 2. And it makes it 9-5 here in the first quarter. Ball under heavy pressure. Swimmer putting the heat on the perimeter. Bradford Prep is the number 27 seed here in the postseason. 10-13 overall. They went 5-9 in their division. That's the 1A, 2A split conference, the Catawba Shores Conference. Based, of course, in the Statesville, Charlotte area. Rebound by Isaac Collins. Kick from Swimmer to Lovin. And they're going to call, I believe, an offensive charge on Swimmer, and they are. Ball will be turned over to the Bears. $1:17 to go here in the first quarter. Ask you to keep your eye at home if you're a first-time viewer of the Bears, and most of you probably are. If you're a Bears faithful, you're very much welcome, of course, here at the Gramstar Sports Network. Big three-point shot for Big Luke Hansen. He's a junior, averaging 10.7 a game, and we see why. Ball stolen away by number 13. That's Nigel Wallace, sophomore for the Bears. I'm trying to mention a minute ago, keep your eye on Caves and Bradley and Hansen with your 3 top scoring threats. And there's another reason why. Bears have taken an 11-9 lead here in the first. Roman Jones is going to check back in. 32 seconds to go. Bradford Prep is ahead of the 6th-seeded Black Knights. Flemmer trying to duck his way in. He'll get a pump shot, too, to tie it back up. Way to work his way in for the shot. 15 seconds to go. No timeouts here in the quarter. Who needs a stinking timeout, right? They're overrated. And the ball rebounded by Adams. Shot at the buzzer. It's going to come up a little empty and almost take out Bella Eddings. We'll go into the second quarter tied at 11-all on the Gramstar Sports Network. Second quarter underway as we are back live here on the Gramstar Sports Network. First quarter sponsor was Blevins Insurance Agency, one of our 5 season-long friends here at the Gramstar Sports Network, supporting our efforts all year long and beyond. Three-pointer for the Bears. That's Micah Jones making the shot to make it 14-11. And we're about to transition to our second quarter sponsor, which will be our friends at CM Supply, located here in Robbinsville. just a stone's throw away from the Graham Star office. Tight ball game here on pay-per-view. Ball stolen away as the Bears are coming to life. Hick and steal for Caden Bradley makes it 16-11 in favor of the Bears. Well, fans, once you get to the playoffs, anything can happen. How about a foul called on the behind-the-back pressure? That'll go against Micah Jones. Ledbetter works his way in and out, changes his mind. He and Roman Jones swapping the ball back and forth. Head coach is Larry Blair. You see him on his feet trying to guide the team around. How about Jones working his way inside and getting 2 for Robbinsville? Knights have come too far to turn back now. 19-6 record, number 6 seed, Smoky Mountain Conference champions this year. Jones tries to go for a transition basket. Foul called. Actually, the ball will just be swatted out. I stand corrected on that. A good clean swat out. Inbound coming. Ledbetter is going to be fouled, though. And Ledbetter goes to the line. And the first one bobbles in and out. Foul was on Nigel Wallace. That was his first of the night. Jones will clean up the trash very nicely for 2. So it's almost like Ledbetter never missed either one of those shots. 16-15 here in the first quarter. 3 coming. It's going to be off. And that one's going to be hustled after. Hanson will get there a little too late. Isaac Collins inbounds it to Ledbetter as the Bears keeping the heat on. Jones to Swimmer for 2. Knights back ahead, 17-16 here in this seesaw matchup. A lot of support from the Black Knight fans. As we mentioned, the Lady Knights are at Union Academy tonight. Duking it out. Quinn Jumper snags the loose air ball. I don't have the girls bracket with me. I apologize. I will go over the girls matchups. We will have a recap in this week's edition of the Graham Star on how all of our teams in the conference did fare this year. Roman Jones with the putback. And he'll go for the M1 here in just a short. 3 fouls in this quarter already on the Bears. That one is assessed to Isaiah Poston. That is his first of the night. Other boys matchups, I can tell you that Murphy's at Uwharrie Charter. Jones completes the 3-point play. Robbinsville up by 4 now, here in the second. Hayesville has traveled to Thomas Jefferson Classical Academy. Already mentioned Andrews is hosting Winston-Salem Prep. Hiawassee Dam is taking on East Wilkes. That's the one we're keeping an eye on here in Robbinsville because the winner of that game will play the winner of this game in the second round on Friday. And if Robbinsville wins, they'll host the winner. Rebound by Ledbetter. Ball coughed up by Jones, but a foul's called to interrupt the fun. Ledbetter inside, pump shot, it's going to be off. He'll clean his own mistake up and get 2 more. Knights up by 6. And on the putback, Isaac Collins will get assessed a foul. Number 2, fouling number 2 from Bradford Prep. Asias Caves. He's a senior for the Bears. And the three-point play is good. Bears cut it to 3. And the pass from Knott could be trouble. Ball blocked. Loose. And the Bears have got possession. And they've got a 1-point deficit now after the cleanup. Obviously a little bit of playoff jitters, no question about that here in the second quarter. Not still trying to get it out of their system. They'll settle into a groove. It had been so long last year that, 2 years ago, that Robbinsville had hosted a playoff game at home. And Robbinsville hosted the first 2 rounds 2 years ago. Of course, that was the last time they had won the Smoky Mountain Conference until this season. Bryce Adams will miss his first attempt here at the foul line. Coming up at halftime, we're going to take you back to the moment that Bryce Adams broke the the all-time record, beg your pardon, for Robbinsville. We actually have video of that from Hayesville. Took place during the semifinals of the tournament. Both his chances missed, still a 1-point ball game. He is now Robbinsville's all-time scoring leader. I'll get back to what I was saying a moment ago here in just a second. See how this plays out. Went to the baseline, and that's the end of the play. Knights had 2 very close games a couple of years ago here at home. Did win both of them, then went on the road and lost in the third round to Eastern Randolph. Last season, of course, hosted North Stokes in the first round, and unfortunately dropped the first round game to the Vikings. 3:20 to go here in the second quarter. Jumper is going to make it for 3. Boy, Jumper is the undisputed 6th man off the bench for the Black Knights. Such a big shot in the arm anytime he comes into play. And unquestionably, probably any other team in the conference, he is a starter. Shows you how stacked this roster is for the Black Knights. Dane Knott tries for the rebound, ends up in the clutches of Ledbetter. We do plan to bring you as much Black Knights basketball coverage here in the playoffs that we can. How about a turn and fire for 2 for Bryce Adams? Robbinsville up by 6 again. And frankly, I'm not sure how it's going at Union Academy, but I hope to be bringing you Lady Knights coverage as well. We'll see how it's going. It's not been that long ago. It's, as a matter of fact, been only 2 years ago, as I spoke of earlier, that the Knights, Lady Knights, came back home after going on the road for 2 rounds and brought us a 4th-round thriller against Drawn to make it to the state semifinals. Magical night here on the Gramstar Sports Network. And a travel called on Micah Jones, who looks on in utter disdain at the proceedings. Substitution coming as Caden Bradley in the game. .202 to play before halftime. Bradford Prep bench rooting them on. Adams fights his way through a triple team and draws a foul. I think I did miss a team a moment ago. I did, excuse me. It is Cherokee that's also in the playoffs. Cherokee is at Carver High School tonight, duking it out in the first round. Off the top of my head, I can tell you that Murphy's girls traveled to Uwharrie Charter. Andrew's girls are at Avery County tonight. Of course, Robbinsville at Union Academy. Roman Jones will head back to the charity stripe. After a 1-for-2 trip to the line for Bryce Adams. And Jones will sink it. 8-point lead. A few fans here from suburban Charlotte. And Asias Caves will bring it up the court. And that was almost a disaster. Bears able to hang on to it. Coming up in this week's edition of the Graham Star, it is Meeting Central. We've got recaps of the town of Robbinsville, town of Lake Santitla, and Graham County Board of Commissioners meetings. Plus, we have 3 new state champions for Robbinsville wrestling. We've got basketball coverage, and we've got a plethora of local and regional news. As I always say, there's never a reason not to pick up a copy of the Graham Star, which is, of course, our core product for the Graham Star Sports Network. It is our hometown newspaper here in Robbinsville since 1955. 30-23 with 46 seconds left here in the first half. Knights have pulled away here after an 11-11 tie at the end of the first quarter. Rebound by Luke Hansen. Quick feed across the floor. And Caves in for 2. Bears have cut it to 5. 22 seconds left. Ledbetter threes off. Put back by Knott is not. 5 points for Knott here in the first half. He hit a 3 to start the game. Bears have a chance for a last shot. It's going to be off. Halftime score, Robbinsville 32, Bradford Prep 25. Stay with us on GrahamStarSports.com. 2.5 minutes left here in halftime. You see the Black Knights warming up as we are back live here on the Graham Star Sports Network. We're glad all of you have joined us for tonight's festivities here in Graham County. We're glad all of you are with us. Glad all of you have decided to tune in. How you doing, folks? Kevin Hensley with you here on pay-per-view. Kenzie Bell just off screen. We've got Kyla Garland. We've got Bella Eddings all helping with tonight's broadcast. There's Kyla. Well, Kyla had to make an on-screen appearance. You might as well step in if you want to. There's Kenzie Bell. There's our wonderful, wonderful videographer. She does photos, too. Fans, Robbinsville up by 7. We want to take you back to the first round of the Smoky Mountain Conference Tournament in Hayesville. That was the moment that Bryce Adams picked up career point 1,189. And we're going to talk over this, as a matter of fact. You see Adams there dumping it off at the basket. That was 7:34 into the game. 26 seconds, as you see on the scoreboard. That basket that you just witnessed, though, was the moment that he became the all-time point leader for the Black Knights. And what that did was give him sole possession. He is now at 1,204 coming into tonight's game. And it's been a low-scoring affair here in the first half, but nonetheless, Bryce Adams is the sole leader of the Black Knights basketball program. And we're just about set to have an inbound right here below us, I believe, to begin quarter number 3. And Kyla Garland is timing that one out perfectly to be back here with us. Good to see you, Kyla. Welcome back, Kyla. Our quarter sponsor on your screen is Farley Contracting and Disposal. Knights lead by 7 here in the third quarter. And 2 inside for Roman Jones to begin things here in the second half. Foul called. It goes against Jones. That is his second of the night. Apparently, our student section tonight is comprised of prepubescent 8-year-olds, so that's all we can hear down there. Matthew Phillips has regressed instead of getting older. Putback is good for number 34, who I don't have on my roster, so I apologize to all my Bradford Prep friends watching tonight. I don't know who that is. I'm going to guess it's Jace Blair because I have a 33 named Jace Blair, but I'm not sure if that's him or not. What we get, we brag on Kenzie Belk one time and she just throws everything away. Jones to the line. Misses his first. Did. One for two trip to the line for Mr. Jones. Robbinsville maintains its 7-point advantage that it had at halftime. Sorry, fans, I'm trying to get some updates. I apologize for being a little quieter than usual. Most of you are probably tickled with that, especially my exes. And a good punch out by Adams, but it ends up back in the clutches of Luke Hansen for two. Nothing doing, rebounded by Roman Jones. Trying to see if we have any updates from around the horn. Well, it looks like the Lady Knights fell at Union Academy. Final score was 62-45, so unfortunately that eliminates the Lady Knights from the playoffs. That'll bring their season to an end at 11-13 overall for the year. Robbinsville has now fell in the first round of the postseason in back-to-back years, and you hate to see that for that talented group of young ladies. Kind of tough draw. Union Academy was the 11th seed in the postseason bracket, but was a 21-2 team. Now, of course, 22-2. And does not look like we have any other score updates to bring you from any of the other games I've already mentioned. Jones for two. Boy, he's lighting it up tonight, having a big game for Robbinsville. And the Knights now up by 9 here in the third quarter. Two in response for Caden Bradley. 37-30 is your score. Jones for three. He's going to be off. Rebounded by Isaiah Poston. Quick fish inside. How about that smackdown by Ledbetter? Get you some of that. And now a foul called on the floor on Hansen, so the shot won't count. Big block and steal by Darian Ledbetter. Inbound coming for Jones. 5 minutes to go here in the third. "30-second timeout called by Robbinsville. We'll take it with them here on GramstarSports.com. 37-30 with 4:59 to play. We're already back out of the timeout. Adams went for the shot. No dice. Rebounded by Bradford Prep. And Blair got a little hung up, crossing half court. Perhaps a wet spot on the floor. He slid safely, but that's travel in basketball. You can't do that. Wrong sport. I wasn't sure if Kenzie knew that or not. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And we got a tumble here at the middle of the floor. And it'll be an inbound at mid-court. I'm trying to see. I think they gave the foul to Roman Jones. They did. That's his third of the night. 4:34 to go. Big collision. Everybody's A-OK. Drive in. Basket for two from Mr. Caves. 5-point ball game. Well, the Bears are trying to make it interesting again here in the third. Not for a quarter three. It's good. That'll change the tune a little bit. And that was almost a backcourt. Good keen awareness there by Mr. Poston to make sure it didn't happen. And a three in response from the corner for Micah Jones. And Knott is fouled as he goes in for the basket. And he will make his first. The foul, by the way, was against the mysterious number 34, who I'm still trying to chalk up as Jace Blair. So, again, if you are a Bradford Prep fan and that's not the correct player, I am very sorry. My roster does not have a 34. I have a 33. Rebound by 34. As Mr. Knott goes 1 for 2 at the line. Gives him 9 points here tonight. And there's 3 for Hanson. And it's a 3-point ball game. I think we've had one timeout called in this entire ball game. And tell you, make that 2, I'm sorry. 60-second timeout now called by Jake Beasley. We'll be right back. Back live, it's 41-38 with 2:45 to play here in the third quarter here on the Grand Star Sports Network. We stream 5 varsity sports for Robbinsville Athletics all year long and beyond. We've added on with the expansion of our staff, JV football, middle school basketball, youth basketball, and possibly some more coming in the spring. Quinn Jumper with 2. Out of the timeout, that'll make it a 5-point ball game once again. And how about a 3 for the Bears? 2-point game. Things getting interesting. Ball stolen away. $1:50 to go. Two for Bryce Adams. And another 3 for the Bears, keeping pace. Now they've cut it to 1. 36 seconds left to go. Luke Lovin at the foul line makes his first. And his second. Three-point ball game, 25 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Hanson pass to the left side. Poston will chuck it back to that's Micah Jones, excuse me. Caden Bradley now will set up a play as the senior guard. 5 seconds, short time. He'll fly in and get the layup. And no time for Robbinsville to respond, but Dane Knott tried. Either way, 47-46 as we go to the fourth quarter here on the Gramstar Sports Network. Stay with us, everybody. Fourth quarter underway as we are back live from Robbinsville. Kevin Hensley, Kyla Garland, Kenzie Belk, and Bella Eddings all with you for tonight's broadcast of Robbinsville varsity basketball. It's the first round of the state playoffs right here live and in living color. And we welcome aboard our fourth quarter sponsor. It is Farley's Contracting and Disposal. Off the screen now with us is Lule's Graphic Design in Andrews, one of our 5 season-long sponsors. Three-pointer for Luke Hanson to start all things in this tight ball game. 49-47. Bradford Prep keeping the heat on. And the ball stolen away. Here's Bradley. Layup misses. Junk ball called on the rebound. It'll turn it over to the Black Knights. Checking in will be Kenyon Swimmer and Roman Jones. Our sponsors get promoted throughout the year. You can still sign up with us. We have weekly, monthly, and year-long sponsorship packages available. We'll promote your business throughout the season, and in return, you help support what we do here at the Gramstar Sports Network, which is provide live stream coverage of Black Knight athletics. And every time you buy a ticket here on pay-per-view, first 2 from Swimmers in, off of the very unusual assist from Quinn Jumper. And 2 in response for Caves. Bradford Prep gets it right back. We donate a portion of the proceeds from every single sale back to Robbinsville Athletics. So tonight, the basketball program will get a cut of the proceeds from this game. Same happens for football, volleyball, baseball, and softball. Jump ball called. Poston and Adams end up entangled. It is Bears basketball with 6:33 to go, and Bradford Prep with a 2-point lead. Kick to the corner. Another 3-point shot. Boy, I'll tell you, the Bears are living and thriving outside here in the second half. 5-point lead now for Bradford Prep. Adams inside, turns, fires. It'll be off. And the ball, last touched by Adams. Jumper out, Ledbetter in. Now it's in a dogfight. Timeout called here in Robbinsville. We'll be right back. All right, sports fans, 5:46 to go in this ball game. 5-point lead for the Bears. Robbinsville's got to come up with some answers here, and quick like. Robbinsville has led throughout the second and third quarters. Bears have pulled ahead. They have thrived outside here in the second half, and it's pulled them ahead finally. Rebound for Darian Ledbetter. That'll be his third one of the night. Lovin pushes his way inside the arc. Kick outside to Swimmer on the left side. He'll bounce it to Jones. Jones into the paint. Layup off the glass for two. Three assists tonight now for Mr. Swimmer. Basket pass. There's some good ball movement. And they'll get reset outside. Micah Jones. Pass to the left to Caves. Corner three for Hansen. He'll drain it. 6-point lead for Bradford Prep. Game was tied 11-11 at the end of the first quarter. Two in response, no dice. Rebounded by Isaiah Poston. Three-pointer again. Hansen is on fire outside. Knights are down by 9 with 3:55 to play. Spins, fires, Ledbetter with 2. Timeout called by Jake Beasley. It's going to be a full 60-second pause. We'll be right back. All right, fans, 3:44 to go. 60-53 is the spread at the moment. And it's in favor of the visiting Bradford Preparatory Academy Bears. We're watching our exclusive live stream here on the Gramstar Sports Network. And the Bears up by 7. Knights are going to have to get aggressive and quick. Had to lead throughout the middle portion of the game after a tied first quarter. It's been close the whole time. Knights had a 9-point lead in the third. Three-pointers off, rebounded by Adams. And here comes the big senior forward. He'll take it to the hole and make it a 5-point game. Another rebound's off, punched out. Swimmer dives for it, can't get it. And the Bears will have it. Timeout called now by Bradford Prep with 2:42 to play in the ballgame. All right, 2:42 left, 60-55 in favor of the Bears. Nail biter continues here in Graham County. As we mentioned, the Bears 10-13 this season. The number 27 seed in the postseason bracket for the 1A West. Robbinsville, the number 6 seed after winning the Smoky Mountain Conference. 19-6 overall this year. So if the Bears pull this off, it would be a major upset here in the first round of the postseason. And it's like a foul is going to be called on Darian Ledbetter, and it is. Well, it appeared that Bradley was in the backcourt, but they didn't call it. And another foul on Darian Ledbetter. That'll be his third of the night. And we'll try it again. Now it's putting on some defensive pressure, but time is running out. It is 1:58 to go in this ball game. Couple of clutch shots from Robbinsville could get them back in it, but layups like that are not going to help the matter at all. Micah Jones for 2. 7-point ball game. Lovin to Jones. And Lovin's 2 is off. Heave down the floor. Caves there to take it. Foul called on Darian Ledbetter. That's 3 fouls in a row on the senior guard, Darian Ledbetter. I'll give him 4 on the night with $1:18 to go. The Black Knights are in trouble. First shot for Caves is good. As is the second one, and the Knights have got some serious makings up to do and little time to do it. 9-point deficit. 1:13 to play. Adams trying to drive, spins. Last second dish out to Roman Jones. Dane Knott, the 3-point specialist, back in the game. He'll kick it to Jones. Threes off the rim. Bears basketball, foul called. And if you're Robbinsville, you have to foul right now. Unbelievable. Knights' intensity has just died off here in the second half after they held a 9-point advantage midway through the third. That seems like a distant memory by now, frankly. Still just an inbound. It's not a shooting foul because there's only... So they had the foul count wrong. So it's a mistake on the score table. We got it now. 57 seconds to play. It'll be Caden Bradley to shoot the foul shots. 3 fouls tonight, by the way, on Bryce Adams. And Robbinsville sitting on the bench and, well, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. They're sitting there in disgust at the moment at the way things are playing out. It is a 10-point ball game now for the Bears. And the energy in this gym has just dissipated, fans. I don't know how else to put it. Rebound for Bryce Adams. 1 for 2 trip to the line. Kenyon Swimmers, 3's off, rebounded by Bradley. Junk ball called. It'll stay with Robbinsville. And the Knights were lucky to grab a hold of that one. Inbound coming. Adams has got it. 45 seconds to go. 3 for Adams is going to be off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Micah Jones. And an easy peasy layup for Caves. Not for 3. He's going to be off the rim. And a foul called. And I believe it was on Kenyon Swimmer. It was. That's the start of the night with 20 seconds to go. My, how the tide has changed in this ball game. Robbinsville has been outscored in this quarter 19-8. Keeping tabs at home. And the first one missed by Bradley. And here in this quarter, 42 to 23, as Seniors Bryce Adams, Kenyon Swimmer, and Roman Jones exit the court for what looks to be the end of the season. And I'm very shocked to even be saying that, fans, to be honest with you. 1 for 2 trip to the line for Bradley. 68-55, 15 seconds to go. Lovins 2 is off. Rebound by Bradley. 9 seconds to go. Foul is called. Oh, no, a timeout's called, I beg your pardon. With 9 seconds to go here on the Gramstar Sports Network. We'll be right back. Back out of the break. And another jersey number I don't have here on my roster goes to the shot. And here at the buzzer, number 5, Elijah Bentley will make the miss as well. How about Bradford Prep coming to Robbinsville tonight and picking up a 68-55 victory over the number 6 seeded Robbinsville Black Knights. Quite the upset here in the first round of the state playoffs. So kudos to the Bears for coming to town and doing the job. Robbinsville falters here in the fourth quarter thanks to some big shots by the Bears. And, of course, Robbinsville unable to get aggressive on the boards down the stretch, and it was costly. Well, fans, it's been a fun ride through the basketball season. The Lady Knights eliminated, and now the Black Knights are also out of the postseason as well, quite earlier than we all expected. But we have enjoyed our time here in the Robbinsville gym for the entirety of the basketball run, and we hope to see all of you for baseball and softball season, because that's literally right around the corner. 2 days from now, we have a baseball game, scheduled. We're going to see if we can even get that one live streamed, because it's on the road, but we'll work all the logistics out. For now, it's deadline night, and for now, unfortunately, it's the end of the Black Knights season. For all of our Gramstar Sports staff and crew, we thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you very soon. Tune into our social media for updates on our streaming schedule over the next few weeks. I'm Kevin Hensley, wishing all of you a great rest of your evening. And Roberts has blistered it to left center field, and it ain't coming back. And he's still got real estate. He may go